I got this from my husband for a late Sweetest Day present. I have been having so much fun opening the Miniverse and the Mini Brand balls, trying to find items to use in my 1/12 scale dollhouse. Well, one of the things I've been looking for are molds, so I can reuse or I can make more. I have a little bakery slash candy shop that I'm going to be making, and I wanted to find a way to be able to make more and more items so I can fill up the shop. So he surprised me with this, and I thought I would open it with you today. Everything looks so cute. It's so tiny. Look at these. They are so adorable. These are the little gummy bears, and there's frogs, cherries, and the twin snakes, and make popsicles. So let's get this open so I can see the things closer and watch everything fall out. Okay. And it is attached on there. Uh-oh, no instructions. We may have to figure this out ourselves. As far as how long to do the... Oh, there it is. It's in the bottom corner. Okay, these are in here good. So I know as soon as I open this plastic, they're all going to fall out. So don't laugh too hard at me. We could try it this way. Get a little out at a time. All right, so we have... Oh, cute. Hold on, I'll show you a little bit closer. Okay, so we have our popsicle mold. Silicone. Now, the popsicle itself is actually a pretty good size for a dollhouse. So I don't know, I may only fill it up halfway whenever I make them. But it comes with two little snaky type stick things. I may be creative and just use maybe toothpicks or something when I make mine, so that way I can make numerous ones. But there's the top. So, yay! I'm so excited. Okay, so there is our popsicles mold. We also have, let's see if I can get these out. Here's a little stand to display them on. So they gave us a couple little sample things here. Oh, look, a couple more sticks we can use. But here's a stand for them. It has a little Haribo, and I think it's a bunny or a bear. Big ears for a bear, but okay. So we have that. We also have the mold to make the twin snakes. Again, silicone mold, so reusable. And then we also have a bag, so when we make them, we can fill the bag up. So the bag itself is kind of big for a dollhouse size, but just still a way to, I guess, store them until I need them. So very excited. Okay, let's see what else we got. Next little aisle here. So let me get this out. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, come on. Oh, we got 2 for 1 here. There we go. Okay. So we have lemon lime. Now this will probably be our resin. One of the resins that it comes with. So, yeah. Okay, we have a little measuring cup and a little scoop. Well, this little tip here, that way you can just get a little bit of powder out at a time. I thought maybe this was a little scoop, but this has a little tiny bear on the tip of it for decoration. Now this feels like it's silicone as well, so that can be cleaned each time. Okay. We have different colors. Now I believe this is the powder. I hate to open it now, but I'm going to just so we can see. Oh, I don't know. This is liquid. So I guess this is already tinted for you. I was thinking these were going to be powders that we would tint the resin with, but these are already colored liquids. So we've got blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay, I'm going to skip those for a minute and go over to here. Oh, so I have been very deceived here. I thought this was going to be plastic, but this is also silicone. But our little mixing bowl with the little teddy bear ears. So cute. Okay, a little spatula and yeah, a spreader. I think I've been calling this a spatula in some of my other videos, so oops. So we have a little spreader here and a spatula. Well, then there they all come. It was bound to happen. Okay, we have a cake plate again with the little bear ears. Now that's kind of a big cake thing for a dollhouse, so I don't know if we'll use that for here or not. This actually is more of a Barbie doll size, but we'll see. Okay, we have a cake, a layered cake. So there's that red one. But this cake, I think in the instructions or some place that I saw, you can fill the center part with like maybe gummy bears or something. So it will look like whenever you cut the slice that gummy bears was a filling in it, and they'll, kind of be coming out. So we could get creative with this whenever we decorate it. Some of the frosting, maybe we can, kind of make it be textured and all that. So we shall see. But nice little cake holder for it too. Let's start from this side. Okay, we have some vanilla frosting. Again, this is going to be more resin. But that will be to help decorate the cake. Now this one, this is actually the main thing I was looking for. All these other things are just extra goodies that I am so thrilled that I got. But these, look how tiny. Look how tiny these are. I mean, that is just so adorable. But these will be little tiny gummy bears. But look how tiny that mold is. Oh my gosh, look at that. So very excited to get that. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Some more of this colored resin out. Got yellow and green. And we have one of those big bags. This will be to put the little gummy bears in. Now those are just downright stubborn. There it goes, or at least this. Can't get the fork out yet. There it goes. Now you know, at some point in this video, this thing is going to go nuts and probably knock into everything and knock it over. Okay, so we've got a little fork. Again, it has a little gummy bear on the top of it. here is our plate. Now, it actually is not silicone. This is just a regular plastic plate, but it's got the bear emblems going around it with Haribo brand name on it. Here is our cake slice. Okay, next. Okay, get a couple things out at a time. Here's another bag for our frogs that we'll be making. And here is just a little display tray for if we want to make frog cookies or the frog candies or however we decided to use it for. Here is our frog mold. Look how tiny and so cute. So again, made out of silicone so it can be reused. Isn't that cute? Okay, put that with our little bears. Okay, we'll go from this side now. Okay, here is another little baggie. This will be for the cherries that we make. Look at that. Even has nutrition facts. Fun nutrition facts. Let's see what the other one says. Okay, this is the frogs. Great. And bears. So many cute details that they come with. Here's the snakes. Okay, so here's the cherries. Look how tiny. Now these they show as an example to put on cookies, but they can be just regular candies. Now again, as I try to stress in each of my videos, or at least most of them, these are non-edible candies. It has, I think, ages 8 and above, and I strongly recommend you using that. If you have little ones or animals, this is probably not the best thing to get because these little tiny pieces are a big choking hazard. Okay, here is a little tray that we can put maybe the cookies on with the cherry tops. That gives an example right here. Okay, we lost some of the cookies down here. We'll get those later. But here is a bear serving tray. Here's with some of the cookies. It comes with 6 of them, I believe. Okay, and I'm not going to get them because that will probably end up sending this whole thing flying. But we have the rest of the cookies, some tongs, and some little squeeze nozzles for these and this. So if we look in this, the Make It Mini Multipack for Haribo, let's see what it shows us. Okay, so for the cherries, we would need that mold, the bag, and the red and green colored resin. For the frogs, you can see what they are recommending for this. They're recommending for frogs cookies for this. And this will show how to do it. So it doesn't look too hard. It only says 5 to 10 minutes in the sun. Now, one thing, I had another UV light that my husband let me borrow, but it didn't quite work. It was one of those just stand ones that you put underneath, not a nail UV light, but it was just another UV light that was on a table. That did not work. I mean, I had it under there for what called for up to 10 minutes. I had it in there at least 20 minutes, plus the sun. and it took the son eventually doing it. Now, I went and got one of these. This is by Miniverse. It's one of their lights. It's only about like $10. So the next time that I make something that requires resin, I'm going to try this out and see how this works. So hopefully that'll give a better result. But for how to do the frogs, okay, we also have, oh, that's just a continuation for the cherries. I guess if we want to make them for the cookies, maybe. Or just the candies. No, it shows the cookies too. Okay, and this is just for the candies to fill the bag. Here is for the frogs, if we want to do it with cookies. More instructions. More instructions. Let's go this way. Okay, here's for the popsicles. They used snakes in that. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I may just make different colored, just different colored popsicles rather than sticking some of the gummy things in. I mean, it's a cute idea, but for what I'm going to use it for, I may not use it like that. And see, this is what I was talking about. They have the little bears coming out of the cake. And so I may decorate the cake a little different as well. But see how they have a little bit of texture in there. So I don't know. I may try to do something to give the cake some texture. And the instructions for those. More instructions. Now, one thing that I have learned on whenever you're doing popsicles, since it's such a large amount, especially in this thing, since it's so big, you'll probably want to do the resin in layers so it doesn't take so long to do. So in other words, maybe do one color, just down here, and then do the UV light, maybe do another little layer, do another UV light, another little layer, do the UV light, so that way it's not taking so long to cure. Okay, yep, and then you can just display it on the stand and the cake on the tier tray. So there you go. Again, I am so excited about this set. I think I'll have a field day putting a lot of these together and being able to reuse the molds. So I'll get my cake and candy shop up and running soon, I think. In fact, my whole thing that I was going to be doing on this channel eventually was finishing my 1/12 scale dollhouse. But I'm thinking I might, since I've already got so many things for the bakery and the candy shop, I may go ahead and finish it first. The room is basically ready. I just need to, put everything else in there, decorate it. So if you have liked my channel so far, I hope you will subscribe so you can see more of the videos that I'll be doing. And thank you for watching. Bye.